LeBron James was just 17 when Sports Illustrated called him the chosen one. At 19, he became the youngest Rookie of the Year in NBA history. And last season, he was named the NBA's most valuable player. Please welcome the man many call one of the best in basketball ever for all time, the fabulous LeBron James. I get the impression that when you hear people refer to you as the greatest of all times, you're not all that comfortable with it.
No. Not when the man Michael Jordan played the game and how he played it. No, I can't even be compared to that guy. No.
Well, you could be compared to him. You get there. You know, you're only, what, 23?
Yeah, I'm young. Really young.
Stand it. I love that.
It's good to have modesty about your peers and people who went ahead of you.
I really respect the game and the people that came before me. So, you know, they led the path, and, you know, I'm just trying to follow in their footsteps and lead it for younger guys coming after me.
And you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? LeBron, you went straight from high school into the NBA where you were the #1 draft pick. Now the NBA has implemented this rule where you cannot go into the NBA. You have to be 19 and a year out of high school before you can join the NBA. Do you think this is a good rule?
See, I'm kind of biased because I did go straight to the NBA. So
Right.
I think if a kid feels like he's ready, I mean, when you turn 18, you're leaving your parents' home and they're setting you out to be a young man or a young woman. So in that case, I believe you should have the right to pursue a professional career in the game of basketball. I remember when I was growing up, financially, me and my mother wasn't stable at all. So, you know, that definitely helped me out a lot, that my talents was as good as they were. And also financially, I was able to put my mother in a comfortable position and put myself in a comfortable position by making that jump.
Right.
So
Do
it definitely helped.
do.
Absolutely.
I want to ask you one question, because one of the things that I saw in watching the documentary is that you guys learned a lot of stuff after you started getting all the attention and everything. And so is some of this modesty just sort of a hold on to what you learned?
Absolutely. Everything that I do now is brought from what I was made from. You know, I had some great role models and some great inspirational people behind myself growing up and my friends growing up. And we were playing the game of basketball, but my coach at the time, Coach Drew Joyce, was setting us up for life. And we didn't know what he was talking about at the time.
Right.
Because when you're kids, you don't want to hear that type of talk. You just want to play basketball, move on. But now that I'm older, I understand now what he was setting us up for.
There were two people I forced to sit in the front row, and they didn't want to. One is your coach, who is here, your wonderful coach. And this adorable lady next to him is your mother,
That's
Gloria.
my sister.
And boy, what you went through and produced this wonderful son. A wonderful son.
Why do you throw the chalk in the air? That goes to the last thing. I was curious.
I don't even remember when I started. I started doing it, I think, probably maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and the fans just started to love it.
You just started throwing the chalk in the air.
I just started throwing the chalk in there, and the fans got a grasp of it. So
you keep doing
I kept doing it.
I want to clear up one thing, because you came out and you shook hands with all of us, and you're just such a nice gentleman, but you got a little bit of bad press during this year's playoffs, because when your team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, lost to Orlando, you did not shake hands. And so some of the press said he's changed. You want to clear it up?
Well, for one, the Orlando Magic is not as beautiful as you women are. So,
I will take that compliment. I will take that compliment. I look better than the dudes on the basketball team. I'm happy with that.
Smell better, too.
Yeah, smell better, too. So I left them alone. I ain't want that.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Your documentary, More Than a Game, just had me in tears. Not only because it wasn't just a spotlight showing off your moves, LeBron, but this was mainly a story of friendship between you and your 4 friends who went from playing basketball together. You guys were in this rundown gym with your coach Drew to winning the National High School Championship. And this was all filmed before you were a star. That's what I love about it. Now, why was there this camera following you around all the time if you didn't know that this was going to be happening?
The whole movie was brought up. Chris Bellman, which is the director of the movie, he was at a college in California, and he was from Akron, Ohio. And he knew about what was going on in Akron, our team. We had started to get a little recognition nationally, and he asked Coach Drew if he could do just a little segment, just a school project. It's supposed to be a 10-minute school project. And he was supposed to come to one practice.
Right.
And then he came to...
And he just started showing up every day, and we was like, Coach Drew, what's going on with this? I mean,
Well, I want to show a clip from the movie that shows a little bit of what this relationship between you and your mom is like, too, which was so beautiful.
LeBron was still in diapers, going on 2 years old, so bought him a Little Tykes basketball hoop. From then on, he had to have it at the highest height. And he was dunking on it then.
She was 16 when she had me. The father figure that I was looking for, was never there, ever.
Hey, so that was wonderful. But before we go to the next thing, I've been asked to ask you a question. I said I couldn't do. My grandson, who is also born with a basketball in his hand, I had a question for you, but he couldn't come, so he sent me this on the phone.
Hi, my name is Mason, and my question to you is, what's your favorite team to play against?
He's very intelligent, by the way.
Yes, he
I
is.
see
Yes,
it. I
he
like his
is.
haircut, too. He
All
got the
right.
mohawk going.
Who was it?
My favorite team to play against is the Los Angeles Lakers.
The Lakers.
The Lakers, absolutely.
You got one real fast?
wait.
All right. So, More Than a Game opens in select cities in October, on October 7th, and everyone is taking home the soundtrack, the movie, and the book, and the copy of the book.